scare away the fish. I remember you not, and care not to, even if I could. I offer you nothing, but you remain. I can give you a name, if that would help. Some have called me Yonas. There are other names, but they will not speak themselves. One is enough, I think. Only those who seek misery would ask such a thing. You should banish your misery, like I have banished mine. If you do not, only terrible things can come of it. I do not see a hole in your head. Perhaps a hole in your mind. The stones to the north are useful to fill such holes. You can read them if you can find them. Replace your ghost with others.
Truly think the wisdom in some old stones will save you.
In memory of Soulwarden Ramanos Agalan, bearer of the eternal torch, whose service straddled centuries. All souls fade in time, but he held steadfast against the darkness until the last. May his sacrifice be a lesson to all who come after. In memory of Soulwarden Christina Krempel, whose gaze never wavered. Her pursuit of humanity's best nature, her defiance of darkness, and her calm wisdom kept the flame of our hopes burning until the last. May her sacrifice be a lesson to all who come after.
place is familiar. My feet remember what my mind does not. Have you found any new voices, Hunted One? Ah, what were they? My mind itches. Yes, at that word. Perhaps this is where my ghost lives. That cave. Yes, inside it. Something that needs retrieving. Ghosts are loud here. This place remembers sorrow. My bones rattled with it. You went into the cave. What did you find? What does anything do in a bear cave? Perhaps it was napping. Yet there is pain in the red cloth. Shame, too. How odd. The voice of that ghost has faded, but there are yet others in the stones to the north. Go. I won't be long behind.
In memory of Soulwarden Reignition, devoted servant of the Order, he took no pride, no ambition in our sacred duty. All that was asked, and much that was not, he gave willingly. By his example, did others embrace our greater purpose. May his sacrifice be a lesson to all who come after. In memory of Soulwarden Constanta Soberia, who gave all that was to be given. May her sacrifice be a lesson for those who come after.
My own voice, faint but in chorus with the ghosts here. My hands on the stone, my memories given to the land and taken from my soul. In mercy, perhaps. It was corruption. took their those voices. It will take all of us before the sun sets on the world. You sooner, if your voice cannot be silenced. I hear my own voice. It was corruption. It took their souls. But there are answers here. A path that leads where many have sought to go. Those who would stand against the corruption. You speak of that voice that assaults your mind. This path may be the only way to see it silenced. A valiant effort to stem the tide, perhaps, or more likely to simply take a stand against the inevitable. There are no final answers here, nor anywhere, but it may yet be a reprieve for one who has been marked, such as you. The voice you hear is not heard by all, and the power it pursues has become your burden to bear. Go on then. Seek the strength of the Soulwardens. Face the trial in the tomb of old warriors. It may be your only hope. solemnly bow under the radiance of the sun and the luminescence of the stars, in the presence of the gods, to serve as an Amara, the blessed inheritor of the eternal fire. I vow to be both noble and true, to heed the divine voice, and to aid my people against all hardships and foes. I also swear on my bonded soul to ease the world's pain and to fulfill my sworn obligations regardless of the price.
No conviction will keep you from me.
I give my breath to the winds, my strength to the lands, and my spirit to the firmament, that it rain down into the blessed earth and the depths of the waters to seal my oath for all time and for all those who would follow in my path.
Well, imagine the kinds of people you run into on the roads around here. But you're looking a little haggard, if you don't mind me saying so. Had an eventful journey, have you? Thought I heard scuffling in those ruins. I was thinking there might be some treasure in there. But you don't look like you found something. You look like you're still searching. Now that you mention it, there was an old codger a few paces back. They've got a proper city that direction. I'll be going back soon enough. But if you want to go after this geezer, go that way and just ask around town.
something to report? I'm only allowed to deal with minor public disturbances. For any mercantile disputes, you'll have to plead your case with one of the noble families. Aren't we all? But information is power here. What you know, who you know, it could get you thrown down a hole somewhere. If you are determined, look for Sarah. She knows things, whether she admits it or not.
Try not to look so lost, lamb. It attracts pickpockets. No, don't go clutching your valuables either. That's even worse. Did he? I'll have to give him a talking to. Gossip is more valuable than gold in this town. But I'll give you this tip for free. If you're looking for someone recent, speak to the butler, Atticus. He knows everyone.
Oi, you're not Riker. Better looking than that old horse-faced lout you are. But look at what you bring. The people of this settlement need this food more than ever. You've done us a great turn, getting more sustenance into the settlement. The gap between the rich and the poor grows steady here in Everfall. As for the rich, though, the noble families. There's old money, the Publius, Sharma and Ayad families. And then there's new money with the Sacco and O families. They run this town with their coin and have plenty to spare. Well, the rich fancy their fashions. The finer the better. The hides of midnight wolves are highly prized. If you could acquire some from their den, I could turn them into fine coats. We'd share the profits, of course.
If you're looking for my proprietors, I am afraid they are not taking appointments today. Unless there is something else I can assist you with. Can't say that name sparks any torches. Perhaps he was just passing through. If that's the case, I'd ask Guard Captain Dubois. He keeps his eye on who's coming and going. No. More lilting. Oh, perhaps with a key change. No. Let it breathe. You caught me unawares. How may I be of assistance? Alas, I should have chosen a more private locale for this. Could you kindly forget what you saw and heard? My mistress would be quite irate if she learned I've been sneaking away to work on such a frivolous pursuit. If only my duty to my mistress did not prevent it. To be free of her, I must earn another patron. To complete my greatest work, I first need to hear it aloud, which means I must select an instrument. Can you play? Excellent. I have a guitar in my possession, but there may be a more fitting instrument for my work. The townsfolk have instruments we can borrow. Would you be so kind as to procure a handful and play them for me?
Fine day, is it not? The autumnal splendor of Everfall is always on full display. Stay a while, enjoy the scenery, and be sure to buy a drink at the tavern. Well, now, that is a most curious request. Are you a lover of music? An artisan, perhaps? It so happens that I carry a flute, should I be in a musical mood. As long as you solemnly swear to return it, you may borrow it.
If you've come to grease my palms about the permits, demand my aid in a petty squabble, or accuse me of some insane crimes and move along, I am afraid I am very busy today. Ah, the old man Yonas, right? Yes, he passes through often, always raving about corruption. He lives outside the walls, in a cabin to the east. Be careful if you're headed that way, or at least don't say I didn't warn you. Hold a moment. You look like someone who's handy with a weapon. I keep an eye out for such talents. If your allegiance hasn't already been claimed, there are those who'd like to change that. Well, the towns are always looking for able-bodied workers. Got a town board for that. But if you know how to fight, well, then you could join up with one of the factions. Well, the Covenant, Marauders, and Syndicate are the heavy hitters these days, always vying for influence. You'll find agents of all three in town, or not far. I talked to them. Neutrality doesn't offer many perks, you know?
Have you come to report a crime? I believe my guard captain, Frank, is better suited to handle the situation. It is quite heavy. I would hate for you to hurt yourself. But I suppose the moon and planets are aligned in a way that suggests better luck. Yes, you may. Return it in a timely manner, please.
Slide on over, friend. You look like one of them marauder types. Like adventure? Maybe a bit of a scrap, eh? How about weapons and riches? How'd you like a little tip from old Tibbs? Oh, I've got something perfect for a new arrival. Ah, that's the spirit. Northwest's a fort filled with unbelievable wonders. Need odd things to get inside. Magic, you see. Ears from the soulless lost. A ring from a knight. Grab that lot from Lugdenham Fields and meet me there.
Oh, hello there. You are most welcome to the Everfall Tavern. Sit down, imbibe. Take a moment to enjoy life.
The guitar may very well be suitable, but I will know the true voice of my work when I hear it. As for the instruments, I suggest you start with the magistrate clerk. He is a known lover of music. There it is. The flute produces the most whimsical sound. I can elicit soul-stirring melodies from such an instrument. Yes, this will do nicely. You hold on to it for now. We will return it later, along with the rest. Ah, there you are. My magnum opus is complete. I shall call it Winds of Autumn. Now, I must ensure it is heard far and wide. Without popular excitement, I will never gain the favor of a suitable patron. I cannot be the one to deliver my work unto the world. To gain a reputation for being a great composer, we must create the impression that my music has spread far and wide. In this business, as in many others, reputation is everything. Very astute. I would like you to play the part of a traveling bard. Find individuals of influence throughout the town and play my melody before them. Ensure that you mention my pen name, Composer Marseilles.
I see you have my flute. Do you mean to awe me with a song? I will always make time for pleasant music. Oh, it gives me great joy. Do proceed. my! To whom do I owe this wondrous experience? I will remember that name. Do convey my appreciation for this work should you meet again. Oh, you simply must share this with Captain Dubois. You will find him near the Governor's Hall. Oh, and keep the flute. My treat.
Oh, they must be prolific indeed, if their work can stand out so in a city like ours. Ah, Constable Misha. Rising talent to the gentry. Many consider it.
Was that the lilting of a flute I heard? Yes, I do have a sharp ear. If your work is of such quality, I know several individuals who would be delighted to learn your name. Wait for me. Ah, a bard then. How kind of you to bring this melody to us.
A bard. Good. I could use someone to liven up the place a bit. Oh, is that your name? I'll be sure to ask other bards if there are any. Appreciate it.
How did it go? Did they like it? Did their eyes shine? Perhaps shed a tear? I wish I could have seen their reactions for myself, but there are more important things. Did it make an impact? Is there now a reputation I must uphold? Whew, what a relief. Even though I find great joy in composing, there is always a moment where I fear I am simply a butler and nothing more. I will approach Mistress Sockham now, I think. Maybe she will offer to sponsor my music.
Please, please come. You look well equipped, and the Syndicate could pay you for your time. I see that you are new to the island. Aid me, and perhaps I can shine some light on the darkness. Yes, and the most valuable kind, indeed, if you assist. You see, I've been testing alchemical lures on the local wolves. Results were promising. until one of the wolves consumed the bait and grew in both size and ferocity. I, well, expected that possibility, but not the precise nature of the reaction. We must annihilate the creature. Place this lure in their den and fight until the Alpha appears. Slay it, then meet me in the Enclave for your reward.
I would ask you to walk softly, but the fish are already wise to me. Travel on, stranger. Continue your journey, traveler. The fish have grown clever here. But you are familiar. Two voices, one mind. Yes, we've spoken before. What brings you to my hover? Or did I abandon you, or did I just walk ahead? I walk a great deal, you know, and sometimes my memories stay behind. I recall started to follow. But it was one I've already trodden. Me? A Soulwarden? No, that could not be. It is such a pretentious sounding name. And the Soulwardens are all gone, lost, corrupted. Who knows? There is a tower not far. Go get your answers there, for I have none left.
I've gone and spoiled everything. Absolutely everything with my clumsiness. Have you also come to laugh at me? Everyone! After what I've done? In my clumsiness, I knocked over and shattered grandmother's favorite vase. It was irreplaceable. A family heirloom from the old world. Now, I'm all alone. My family cannot tolerate such a misstep. They sent me to get something of equal value, or to never return home again. There might be valuable relics in Arcturus, but I'm scared to death of the Guardians. Can you help?
History is filled with the stories of those who resisted the call. Stories of failure and doom.
We have fallen back to the tower. On all sides, the corrupted come for us. Our lines of defense are broken. Our compatriots flee. Those who could cover the distance have come to this ancient place seeking shelter. We are preparing fortifications. We will make our stand here. I do not think it will be enough. They have broken. We no longer have means of escape, but we were able to seal the upper floors of the tower. Even now I can hear them battering against our barrier. We have rationed our food and supplies, our weapons. They will not last much longer. Sleepless nights. The soldiers search my place for information. I cannot see them, but I will not stand. Supplies are exhausted. The tower shudders under their assault. There is nowhere else to go. Soon, they will ascend the stair, and all will be lost. They beg me to run, to preserve the Order's future. I will not be the last Soulwarden. I will not abandon my post.
Look at that! What a beauty! This will definitely get me back in grandmother's good graces. You've saved my life, friend. But on second thought, I should make certain this is what I think it is.
Again you return. Again that expectant look on your face. What misery do you bring to me? What answers did the tower provide? I see. They clamor. The ghosts. Begging me to remember. I see failure. I see a crushing final defeat. My friend, I believe your hope is long gone from this world. I truly am the last. All that the Order was, all that it will be in this decaying mind of mine. You've rested your faith in me, but it is unfounded. And there is nowhere else you will find the strength you seek to leverage. That is a terrible idea. The process required to harden one's soul against corruption demands a sacrifice you cannot imagine. The days of the Soulwardens are done with, and I have a great deal of fishing to do. Even if you were to pursue such a foolish notion, you would need to forge a weapon capable of combating corruption. And that would be difficult indeed. The angry earth is no longer generous with its seeds of power. There was once a huntress in these parts, an unfriendly and elusive sort. She spoke on the angry earth's behalf. You might ask about her in Oxford, but getting her to give you a living seed, well, don't say I didn't warn you.
these pelts are. They're bloody perfect. Noble families will be happy as a rabbit in a carrot field. Nice doing business with you, friend. If you've come by any quality fairs, do know that I pay handsomely for the right pelts. Or did you come seeking fashion advice? The women here are not exactly the rugged sort, if you take my meaning. Though, the ever so charming Tekla, Artificer Petrowski, may know, she is the sort to traipse around in the woods.
You smell of perfume. Have you been to see Huntsman Lee? What does he want now? Oh, he did he? I've heard rumors about a strange woman who lives alone in the woods, but it smacks of gossip and folklore to me. Mayhaps there's someone who deals in gossip that could tell you more.
My hunch about this town was right. Did you know the jewelers deal in gold plating? These pampered city folk truly can't tell the difference. But what have you been up to? Well now, that's a bit strange. I was just hearing tavern talk the other day about some wild woman in the wood. Like a ghost. Disappears when you look at her. I'd ask the captain of the scouts. I'll wager he knows something.
I know one knows sniffing for information when I see one. I have certainly lived here long enough. Well, get on with it then. What do you want to know about? There's legends, and then there's truth. People talk nonsense. Say the huntress is part animal or some kind of spirit. She's actually just a recluse. Makes a shrine near the mines to the north her home. I'd look there.
That looks like a bag of ears to me. You can, leave that there. Now, show us the ring. Oh, well done. You've got a strong stomach and bravado. I got an eye for it, I do. Climb the steps and talk to Gladiator Strudaya.
Tib spoke of you. He's odd, but fearless. He has a unique notion of what constitutes honor. But he's a sharp fighter, keeps his enemies off guard. Individual freedom is as important to a marauder as honor and glory. We marauders are a band of warriors united, seeking glory and honor in battle. If you have the spine to stand with us, we may help you to know yourself, both your potential and your limitations. Tibbs is your guide for now.
Don't give me that look. This place is full of wonders. Look at me looking at you, huh? The Marauders are my kind of soldiers, see? Family now. And I think you should join our crew. Now, how about another tip from Tibbs? Ah, don't be like that. Had to put you to a little test, didn't I? Or Strudaya would chew you up and spit you out. She's a tougher sort. Here now, let's be friends. Have a reward for putting up with me. Look, I like you, mate. And I know what Strudaya has cooking for the new recruits. And if you're keen, you could start off with a bang. Short trip, little warm-up, huh? Better loot than Lugdenham to boot. Oh, no. Though it is lost again. Pirates round here, always a pain in our side. Tracked some of them down yesterday. Northeast, hiding like rats. Fight 'em, plunder 'em, burn their claim, and take their boom.
You, there. Ever been mauled? Death escapes us on this island, so why not go up against a bear? Can you prove yourself tough enough to withstand the razor-sharp teeth and claws of a killer? Almost every day. It's a great way to wake yourself up, squaring up with a fuzzy behemoth of nature. Doesn't even hurt after a while. All I can feel when I bring a beast down is the sting of victory. Yes, that's the spirit. There is one who patrols this territory northwest of here, and he's a fearsome bugger. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and have the battle of your immortal life.
You tread on what was once hallowed ground, human. Whatever your purpose coming here, it is misguided. Go back to your settlement. No surprise. Your kind are always speaking, never listening. That is why so few of you can hear the whispers of the angry earth. You say you've come to see me, but I see only darkness dwelling behind your eyes. The actions of your kind have already tainted this place. So, what purpose have you now? You are wasting your time and mine. What this land needs is fewer humans, time to heal, and a working Azoth fountain. This one seems to be blocked. The flow of Azoth that feeds this fountain comes from the caves nearby, where I suspect it has become blocked. Get it flowing again, and I will at least listen to what you have to say.
seen your face around Everfall before. Tread carefully, adventurer. Danger lurks outside of the settlement. The kind that can take what you value most, so you best keep your wits about you. Then again, you seem to be more aware of the danger that menaces us. Yes, that vile, despicable evil spreading without end. Canary Mine is swarming with the wretches who need to be put down. I happen to have some poison in my possession. If you sow it on their lands, they will suffer.
Well, the fountain is running again, so you've either been blessed with good fortune or you actually followed through. I'm curious, however, what caused the blockage? Corruption blocking the flow of Azar through earthly passages. Impossible. There must be another explanation, but I will look into the matter myself. You have done your part, so I will hear what you came here to say. But I warn you, I have no sympathy for the plight of humans in the battle against corruption. It is not our fight. Do you even realize how much you ask? How much your kind has already taken? The angry Earth will want to know the truth. Do you plan to use this seed to fight corruption? You are honest, aren't you? Good. We loathe deceit. Perhaps on that account I will make your request. But tell me, do you know why humans fall to corruption, but the angry Earth does not? Because corruption's power feeds the ego, your kind's great weakness. Angry Earth has no ego, and that is how it offers protection. Try this tincture recipe. I believe it will help you.
The earth of Canary Mine will yield no more for the corrupted. Good. Let them starve. Let them feel the sting of privation.
There now. That will afford you some protection, whether or not your request for the seed is granted. I communed with the elements while you were away, but they have not yet given an answer. Your sincerity has impressed me. That is the only reason we are still speaking, but I think it will take more than sincerity to earn the trust of the angry Earth. The Ebonbrock caverns nearby are overrun with the corrupted. While they may pose no direct threat to the angry Earth, they are a scourge on the land.
You alone could not hope to achieve that. No. Destroy as many as you can, and see if you can discover the source of this most recent incursion. I suspect they are looking for something. I assume you informed the captain of the guard about the corruption, and he did nothing. Typical. Everfall is blind to anything that doesn't glitter. Then they are fools. Corruption is real. It is here, and it will take so much more from us than we could ever expect. I've stared into the face of that evil. I know what must be done. Take the poison to Ebon Rock Cavern and Ebon Rock Quarry. Seed it in the earth as you did before. We don't have the strength to reclaim those places, but I'll be damned before I let the corrupted use them.
drop of the source power this island has. They will find it all. Even those that believe they are immune shall learn. They too must succumb to her power.
It is done. All my poison has been used, and it will take months to create a new batch. I thought... I thought it would quell the rage. But I don't feel any different. If you're still keen on destroying corruption, go back to the settlement and update Huntsman Lee with our progress. He will want to know what we've done. Odnell Lee is a friend. He may play every political side in Everfall, but he has proven trustworthy when it counts. Go speak to him.
My companion has told me all that transpired in the cavern. Not even I knew of the shrine the angry earth harbored there. That they have succeeded in corrupting it is troubling beyond measure. I did. I prefer to believe this an anomaly, but precautions must be taken. I must visit the Mother Well and commune with the primal spirits there. My companion... I did. I prefer to believe this an anomaly, but... Your request has been granted, human. You should realize that this required a sacrifice, and it's not a gift that would be given freely again. Still, you are a fine representative for humanity. I hope this seed protects you well. Return to your instructor. Convey to him that our gift, and the reprieve that comes with it, is not without condition. Should your kind abuse it, we will visit our wrath upon you. It grants what your kind lacks, a connection to the earth itself. Give Yonas my regards. If he is your teacher, then you may yet defeat the darkness in your soul. Begone now, human.
Oh, someone's got a mess of booty. Hope you gave those blackheads a good walloping. How's the prize? 10% for me then, huh? Fee tax and all? A little manual labor's good for you. Now just remember where you're off to next. Real rough ones always resurrect, eh? Need a more permanent answer. Plant those barrels near the inner bulwarks, then run like hell. You've made it this far, mate, and I can tell you'll fit right in. Strudaya wants to test your mettle if you're gonna join us. Swing some steel, blow those bombs. It'll be over in a flash. Recruitment procedures, you see. Oh, there it is. Those bombs ain't the only things with spark. Now, go talk to Gladiator Strudaya and show the Marauders what you've got.
Good. Stand before me. You have fought boldly so far. Should you wish to join our ranks, I have one final test of strength and skill. It is time. Let us begin. When the Varangians first snuck up the cliffs and took Stone Keep, I thought them worthy opponents. Now they attack those weaker than them and forfeit any honor. What about you? Would you bleed for the Marauders' cause? The Varangians have begun to take some of our members prisoner. No Marauder lets their brethren stay in chains. Free the imprisoned recruits who were less fortunate, and take the Varangian Knights down a peg. Make them feel our wrath.
for you, showing some true brawn. Next time, try fighting it with no weapons at all. Bare fists versus bare fists. You'll never know a sweeter victory. The second best part of being mauled, right after the thrill, is the bragging rights. You know who this will really impress? Huntsman Lee. Oddnell's an odd man, but he appreciates a lurid story. I'm just an enthusiast. Oddnell, though, cares too much about appearances. But Eternum's full of all sorts. Go tell him you defeated a bear, and he'll make sure everyone in Oxborough knows it.
Wait, you're saying that Tekla did what to the mines? Oh my. I have a terrible feeling this is about Audrey. Audrey Kelleher of Kelleher Farmstead. She and Tekla were close. Closer than close, really. They were together until Audrey was killed by Corrupted and just never came back. Poor Tekla still visits the farmstead, haunting it like a ghost. You did what? With a what? A bear? Now that takes serious guts. Did you wind up spilling yours in the fight? You bet! Good news is sparse these days. Tell me everything. Every crunch of bone and spray of blood, and I'll make sure the people of Oxborough hear it all. Maybe with a few small embellishments, if you catch my meaning.
This is terrible, my friend. I heard that my mistress was interested in backing my pen name and revealed to her that it was me. I had expected... At any rate, my pay has been docked, and I am not to speak of it again. Find a patron without her, obviously. She does not own me. I did some sleuthing and discovered that the Earth family recently lost a musician in their employ. If we tread carefully, I can present myself to the Patriarch. One never approaches a noble personage without an introduction. There are only a handful of people who can arrange one. We need to find out who they are. Start with their maid, Sarah. She always has her ear to the ground.
You got that look on your face. You know the one. Preparing to ask for something that's above your station. Well, get on with it. Lord Shen is particular about his company. You might be a bit too dusty to garner the right kind of attention. Luckily, Atticus is not. Don't act surprised. I know what you're after. I can help you both for a price. In fact, I have a list. Do you have the items I requested? Hand them over and I'll evaluate how you've done. And I trust the parcel was delivered to the correct address. Good. A courier will seek out Atticus with an invitation. He is not to be late, he must be well dressed, and carry himself as a musician, not a butler. Understood.
I detect triumph in your demeanor. I do not know what you had to do to secure this opportunity for me, but I suspect victory is close at hand. And now, we wait. Look at this. The embossed wax seal, the heft of the paper. Even the ink is gilt in gold. Every detail screams affluence, and yet it is hardly overt. This letter summons me to Lord Shen's side. Thank you. My heart is all aflutter. Perhaps you could act as my associate and accompany me. I know this may be beneath you, but think of how it will reflect on the reputation we worked so hard to build.
Lucius, or should I say Atticus, has told me a great deal about you. It seems I have you to thank for this auspicious meeting. I have decided to grant Atticus my esteemed patronage, but it comes with a condition. I cannot employ one who is already sworn to another. I must come to an acceptable arrangement with Lady Sacco. It would wound her pride to surrender him to me. But I suppose that is the point. Ask her to name her price.
I knew it! It was you who spread those ridiculous rumors! You filled my darling Atticus's head with flights of fancy, and now look, he seeks to exit my employ! He would. He knows what it would mean for him to woo my manservant. How it would stain the family name. He does it for his own pride, not for Atticus's sake. No, I will accept no offer.
Well, what is her price? I have deep pockets after all, but I am sure she will not part with him easily. How amusing. She thinks herself above temptation. Well, I can see that corrected. I prepared an initial offer. Deliver it to her if you would, and do not open it, or I shall have your head.
Are you intentionally trying to waste my time? I told you I will not part with my dear Atticus. Nothing from Lord Shen could possibly change my mind. Let me see it. Oh my. How grand. How generous. Perhaps he is not the fiend I thought. Oh, he has such lovely taste in parchment. What a lovely texture. With great regret and sorrow, I do accept his offer.
You return. Well, shall I deliver the good news to Atticus? Impertinent. But I am in a pleasant mood. I will divulge. I gave her a handsome estate in Windsward and her pick of personal attendants. A balm to her wounded pride. And I can dismiss one of my more irksome charges.
Thank you, my dear friend. Our mutual efforts have succeeded. I stand poised on the precipice of greatness with my patron at my back. Rest assured, I will not forget your part in this. I shall see your name praised.
It is a relief to see you return. Though my heart trembles to harbor hope again, it's too late to turn back. You were able to get a living seed of the Angry Earth, then. I'm not surprised. The Angry Earth are not our allies by any stretch of the imagination, but you seem to have quite a knack for persuasion. We have but one component of our conduit. Vital though it may be, we must now craft the staff that will contain it. Through it, you will draw on the power of your own soul to destroy corruption where it stands. Yes, the relationship between Azoth and the soul is complex, but it is this dynamic that gives a Soulwarden their strength. When focused through an Azoth staff, it can perform many wonders. We will start with the haft. The trees from which they were once carved no longer grow on Eternum. The only way is to find one of the hafts we hid away as the days darkened. The ancient ruins of Canis contain such a cache. I fear that is a question none remain to answer. The ancients disappeared thousands of years ago. We simply used the ruins to find sanctuary from the corrupted. In some cases, it worked. Let us hope Canis is one of them. been an age since I laid eyes on one of these. It brings back many memories. Not all of them painful either. For the next component of the Azoth staff, you must acquire one of our consecrated crosspieces. It will be tricky, however, as there are certainly none of these just lying about in an old chest. You can't. We had to melt them all down to make weapons during the last war. The good news is that you're strong and clever and can make one yourself. Yes, you may need to be resourceful. To the west, you will find the ancient structure that houses the forge. It was used by the Soulwarden Order even before my time. So, you may still find materials scattered throughout. I see you managed it after all. A fine crosspiece. Almost as fine as Forge Master Ezra once made. Did you have any trouble? Ezra? It stands to reason that he would remain at his forge even after the light left him. He never did let it go cold. I am sure he would be pleased with your little time to prepare you for what approaches. While you were away, I met a traveler who spoke of corrupted coming down from the north. I suspect they are driven on by the same vice that plagues your mind. I do not know. The traveler said the corrupted rally around something called the Tempest, a being they worship like a god. If this is the same being that haunts you, I fear your soul may be in great peril. No, other than maybe to give us a greater sense of urgency. But this is a momentous occasion. You are ready to forge your Azoth staff, and the Soulwardens will soon be born anew. I cannot go. You must do this alone. It will require the sacrifice of part of your soul. Place the pieces of the staff on the ancient altar near the shattered obelisk, then brace yourself. I will be with you in spirit.
What a marvelous little stick. A shame, for wood and metal can still be broken.
Welcome back. And look at you, still as fresh as a newborn babe. Most aspiring Soul Wardens return looking at least a little pale. You must have extra soul to spare. I have had time to give our predicament some thought. While we now possess an Azoth staff, it is but a beginning, and even armed with such an implement, we too are no bulwark against corruption. I think so. Go back to Oxborough. Shout from the rooftops. Bang pots and pans if you must. Rally their men and women at arms to meet the armies coming their way. You hold their only hope for salvation.
I have seen you puttering about town before, and quite busily at that. Seeking rumors and ghosts and all manner of snooping. Just what have you been up to, hmm? The magistrate has a right to know. Is that what all this hustle and bustle was about? My friend, we are perfectly capable of mounting a defense. Our guards are the finest in Eternum. Perhaps leave some coin at our fine establishments?
Couldn't help but overhear you talking to that magistrate fellow. It's a waste of time talking to such fools. Their power is getting others to do things, not doing it themselves. I've heard the constable here in Oxborough came from the old Roman Empire centuries in the past. Some say she's gone a little soft in the head, but maybe that means she'll take you serious.
ever since you went in search of your huntress. I've been plying everyone with a modicum of power to do something, anything to prepare themselves for war. Oh, I confess, I am near to the end of my wits. The fact that you are still standing here suggests there's something you haven't told me. If it's about the corrupted coming, I already know. But these others, they won't understand the danger until it's too late. Oh, can such a thing exist? It feels too good to be true. Here we are, teetering on the edge of disaster, and you conveniently have the answer? Sorry, but I've patrolled the streets of Oxborough long enough to know this ruse. The Soulwardens? Well, I've heard stories, but not in any context which would give me hope. But, by all means, if you want to battle the corrupted, you'll find them at the farms to the north. I won't be holding my breath.
Ah, you are welcome here, weary traveler. What can I offer you? Food? A place to rest? Well then, there is something more I can offer you, if you'll stay to hear my tale. Do you sense it, stranger? Something changed. I can feel it in the beat of the horse hooves. The primal spirits of this land are returning. They were once called Beast Lords, and I believe with their return, what was impossible is now possible. I knew you had a warrior's heart. Long ago, my brothers stole my inheritance from me. On that day, I swore I would prove the blood of my father flowed through my veins by taming the Taki, the ancient spirit horses of heaven. I found this land where no one had mounted a horse in millennia. I came here to tame what is untamable. There was a cult of the Beast Lords near Washam. Perhaps they left some clue there. Will you aid my search? It will take more than keen senses to conquer this mystery, stranger. The bond between horse and rider is sacred. One soul, two bodies. Remember this when you search.
What's this? After all this time, are there still humans on this island that revere the primal forces? If you wish to bond with the spirit of the beast, you must find an offering that demonstrates your soul's true life.
is what we've done, stranger. This changes everything. Look here, spirits of my ancestors. We have brought the horse to Eternum. May the blood of my father ride forever beneath the eternal blue sky. The bond between horse and rider is sacred. Treat it well and it will carry you far, across many battlefields and to many victories. But forging such a bond takes time and effort. My people learned to ride at age 2 and start racing at age 6. I hope you're at least as skilled as our children. Let's find out. I have arranged a practice race for you. Head to the starting line to test your skills. This type of race is called a rally. A short distance course meant to test your speed. There are 100 roads to glory if your horse is fast enough. Stay aware of your surroundings and use your map to determine a swift route. Any spirit travel will disqualify you. You may find shortcuts and hidden paths if your eyes are keen enough. Good luck, my friend. Fate is kinder to the bold. If you want to build high, first dig deep. I'll see you when you're finished. knew you had it in you. Push your limits and your skills will continue to grow. Now that the bond between man and beast has been rekindled, you'll find challenges from other races. Be prepared. You can conquer the world from the back of a good horse, brother. Take care of your mount, and it will take care of you. Here is a recipe my father taught me. It will keep your mount strong for the racing season. In the wild? Yes. But a racing horse is a special breed. With proper care, a good mount will carry you swiftly past the horizon. Well done! Your horse looks strong and eager, but a bond is forged through many hours in the saddle. I have posted races and notice boards throughout the area. These will push the limits of your potential. You've shown a rare aptitude for horsemanship. I think even my forefathers will be impressed. But trust between horse and rider is something that is built over time. There will. The times I've posted are challenging, but pushing yourself and your steed to beat them will forge trust between the two of you. Good luck. Don't be intimidated by the tracks. They are meant to be difficult, but that difficulty will make you both stronger. Show me you can do them.
And they shall see the faces of those who've accepted the power. And they will know the destiny of the land is already decided. fist to the stormy sky, if you must. You are small, insignificant. You do not have to remain so. Give in and join us.
I searched for things.
The staff has done its work. I can taste it in the air. Consecrated ground will repel the corrupted for a time. I'd say you were born to be a Soul Warden. If that weren't such a tragic notion. Oh yes. A side effect of the process, like it or not, you'll be able to taste corruption soon, too. Like a rotten tooth, sweet with decay, followed by an aftertaste of blood. It quite ruins dessert, I'm afraid. Don't say I didn't warn you now, but you get used to it. Sort of. There is just one more thing you need before you can be anointed as a Soul Warden. A heart gem. A vessel you'll use to encase your soul, protect it. A cold vault within your chest. And the place you'll have to go to get one is a cold vault in the earth, beneath the Amarine Temple. It was once a sacred vault, but long abandoned even during my prime. Now, an excavation. It's the only place I know to get an empty heart gem. You'll need your staff to gain entry. Good luck. I should probably mention that there is another way to acquire a heart gem. You would need to forge it yourself, however, and the components may be tedious to track down. As you wish. The essence of a heart gem is derived from the same elements that power the ancient guardians. If you can collect these substances from certain guardians, you can forge a heart gem for yourself. Good luck.
More ancient relics? Oh, writings. Grandmother won't appreciate these. They hardly draw the eye. But I'll find a better use for them than sitting in our manor collecting dust. Hello again, friend. Imagine meeting you here. I found some antiquarians to help me assess the vase we found. And, well, they convinced me to join them. I'm working on some field studies here. Not just the vase. I feel this place better suits me. Finally, I can explore my own interests. But that brings me to my purpose here. We've heard disturbing rumors about looters in the vicinity. Not by myself. I'm of the more scholarly persuasion, so I was hoping you could do so for me. I've seen yellow-garbed knights lurking around the edges of the ruins. They should not be too hard to follow.
Look at that! An empty heart gem almost brings a tear to my eye. Take a good look, because this thing is going to become part of you forever. A Soul Warden's power comes from creating distance in your soul, like a firebreak in the forest. The heart gem provides that barrier, inuring your soul against corruption. Not entirely. You can still fall to temptation or rage, but it offers protection, a buffer. Sadly, it also buffers against the taste of food, the warmth of sunlight, the love of another. Are you sure you're ready? Oh, that part is simple. Easier than it was, at least. You just have to die. Once again, I can't hold your hand, but my spirit is with you, and I will see you on the other side. Godspeed.
our bond severed.
Welcome back, Soulwarden. You are now part of a legacy that goes back beyond the reach of history. You have done more than surrender a life. You have surrendered your own soul. I salute your sacrifice. The initiation of a new Soulwarden once called for a feast, attended by the entire Order. But with just the two of us, I suspect it would make for a rather dull affair. Yes, we must find allies as well. We needed to repeat the failed experiment of doing this alone. Such fools we were, to turn away those who sought to support us. Arrogance. The childish notion we were special, that we alone were destined to save the world. There was a priest who warned us, counseled humility, but we refused his suggestions and his support. A suitable start, I suppose. Brother Umberto trudged off to Brightwood, as I recall. It's a dark and dead forest now, but perhaps he remains there. Meet me at the Shadow Mine Shrine, and we'll go from there.